We want to have so many people in coverage. We want to make it really tough to fit balls in there. We want to have, just flood all the zones, really make the quarterback stay in the pocket.
Thing that you say about me, my dogs like to play Madden and 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South.
What is going on YouTube? King Reg and we are back. Today I'll be going over the intro video for my brand new defensive scheme. We are going to be in the nickel normal formation out of the multiple D play, but in today's video we're going to be going over the intro to the scheme, the coaching adjustments we like to use, the audibles we want to use, and then the personnel we are going to be using for this defense. Now before we get into that, guys, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. I'm going to leave a link to my TikTok, my Twitter, and I actually just started a Discord server. So I had a stream yesterday. We were talking about making a Discord server. There seemed to be, a few people at least interested. So definitely go, join that server, guys. You can post highlights in there. It's a good way for us to talk and really just make a cool community in there. So definitely go give all those a follow. So for this defense, guys, we're going to be starting with this intro video, and then we're going to have 5 other videos to start with. 2 different pass defenses we're going to go over, one kind of run D / red zone D, and then a user rush video and a just, regular blitz video. So that is the idea at the start, guys, and then we will keep adding to this defense. So I'll quickly just kind of go over the defenses we're going to be looking at, guys. Under smoke 2 is going to be one of our pass defenses. Cover 3 hard flat is going to be one of our pass defenses. Cover 4 quarters is going to be our run / red zone defense. And then buck slant show 2 as of right now is going to be our user rush and our blitz defense. And I'll probably add another blitz in there as well. So as far as our audibles, guys, I would have them looking something like this. So the under smoke 2, our kind of cover 2 defense in there, our run defense with that cover 4 quarters, cover 3 hard flats, our other pass defense, and then our blitzes in there as well. And then for our coaching adjustments, guys, I like to turn auto flip off and auto alignment to base. This is basically just going to keep all our players in the same positions when we're throwing on our adjustments. There is quite a few adjustments in a lot of these plays. So for me, I like to put auto flip off and auto alignment to base, but if you guys want to keep those on, that is totally up to you. And then our other adjustments, guys, we want our curl flats at 5, and then I'll put my flats at 25 or 20. So this is actually going to be opposite, guys. Our hard flats are going to be our curl flats, our deeper flats in this defense. And then our curl flats or our quarter flats, anything like that, are actually going to be playing as our hard flats. Then the only other adjustment I would ever mess with is if you're playing somebody with, a Lamar or Mike Vick or something, they're playing a lot of options, then I would throw option defense on conservative. All right, guys, so now the idea with this scheme and why I really love this scheme. So the idea, guys, is we want to drop 9 people into coverage with both of our pass defenses. We want to have so many people in coverage. We want to make it really tough to fit balls in there. We want to have, just flood all the zones, really make the quarterback stay in the pocket, send everyone out, really just make him throw into tight windows. And what this is also going to do, guys, is when we're dropping so many people out, we have multiple guys in the middle of the field. This is really going to give our user a ton of freedom in the middle of the field. If we notice someone along the sideline open down, lower in the flats, a screen pass, this is really going to let us have complete freedom as a user to go wherever we want all over the field. And then, guys, we're dropping 9 into coverage over and over. Now we get them in 3rd and 12. They think we're going to be dropping 9, so they send their running back out, they send their tight end out. That is when we can start bringing the blitz. Now we can bring our user blitz. Now we can bring our blitzes off the edge, and they're already going to be sending out their tight end and running backs. So now we are going to get really, really quick pressure. And then, guys, we want to throw multiple pass Ds at them. So now instead of us, we're dropping 9 into coverage, but we're always playing one coverage shell. Now we have a cover 2 that we can throw at them, a cover 3, and I'm going to bring more to the table as we go on. So now not only are they going to have to, sit back, try to fit tight balls into tight windows, now we're going to be throwing different coverages at them that they're going to have to, assess what's going on after the snap as well. And then all our defenses, guys, because we have auto flip off and auto alignment at base, are going to look basically the same pre-snap. So that really isn't going to give our opponent any tell. And then, guys, we're also going to have a specialized run D and a red zone D. This is really going to help, in the red zone, we're going to have a specific D we want to run. And then also, if we're really playing someone who's coming out in a really heavy set, really trying to pound the rock on us, we're going to have a specific run D setup that's different than our pass coverages, but is still going to give us really nice coverage on the back end. And then guys, like I said, we're going to have a really nice blitz. It's going to bring a lot of heat off the edge. And this is nice too, because, you know, we're trying to get them to bring out their running backs, take out their tight ends, and we're still going to be bringing this blitz and having 7 in coverage on the back end. So we're still going to have nice coverage shell behind it while rushing 5 and getting really good pressure. And then guys, we're going to have a really nice user rush that is actually going to be coming up the middle. It's going to be coming through the B gap. We're going to get really quick pressure in the quarterback's face. Same thing. If they don't leave their running back into block, this is going to come in very, very consistently and put a ton of quick pressure on our opponent. And once again, we're still going to have 7 people in coverage, so it's not like it's like an all-out blitz where we're really leaving ourselves exposed on the back end. And then guys, one other quick thing, we're in the multiple D playbook, so you can still use my nickel 3-3-5 defense if you want. You can use them in unison, you can use them both. It's very similar personnel, basically just subbing out 1 safety for 1 linebacker or defensive lineman. All right guys, now let's go look at the personnel for this defense. All right guys, so this is kind of what our base defense is going to look like. We're going to have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers behind them, 5 people in the secondary, and nickel on the field. Nickel normal. On the right there will be our active superstars. That's kind of our ability point breakdown. So we'll be going over our personnel and then our ability points right now. So 2 of the really keys to this defense, guys, are going to be our 2 defensive ends. So right now I'm running Carl Banks at one of our defensive end, and we're putting Lurker on this player for 2 AP. And then at the other defensive end, we were running Harry Carson. We're also having Lurker on this player, but he's actually coming in at 1 AP. So like I said, these are going to be kind of 2 of the keys to our defense, guys. We are going to be putting Lurker on our 2 defensive ends because they are going to be dropping out into coverage into our hard flats a ton. So at one spot, we have a middle linebacker. At the other spot, we have an outside linebacker. Now, this gets a little tough because we want players with good pass rushing ability, good run stuffing ability, and good pass coverage ability. So they got to be, you know, in general, really good all around players. And then the archetype also matters quite a bit for these 2 guys, because we want Lurker on these players, and not every player, especially outside linebacker, can get it. So basically, if we're playing a middle linebacker here like Harry Carson, it's nice because we can get Lurker on them for 1 AP, so we're saving a little AP, and all the archetypes can get it. I like to stick with field generals because they're the best kind of all-around option out of the middle linebackers for this spot. We can get Lurker if we're 95 overall and above, whereas run stoppers, you need 99 overall, and then the pass coverage linebackers, you need, I think, 95 or 96. But the problem with the pass coverage linebackers, they're usually pretty weak against the run and pretty weak as a pass rusher. So Harry Carson, guys, is the best all-around middle linebacker I've found as a pass rusher, playing the run, decent price. We can get Lurker for 1 AP. So like I said, guys, with field generals, you need 95 overall to get Lurker, 95 plus. Then some options I found, guys, you can get Harry Carson. He costs about 150K right now. He's got 93 speed if we power him up, 96 block shed. He's got 91 zone coverage, 90 power move, and 78 finesse. So I think he's the best all-around player at this spot. Then some other options I found, guys, were Luke Kuechly at 68K. Junior Seau at 167, so he's actually a little more pricey than Harry Carson and not as good. And then Devin White for 100K. Those are a little bit more budget options, some middle of the road option, guys. So I would try to get one of those 4 players. If you're playing Ultimate Team, throw Lurker at them and put them at one of your DN. And then looking back at Carl Banks, guys, so he's going to cost us 2 AP, and this is a little tougher. So now we actually have to have a run stopper archetype or the pass coverage archetype. But once again, the problem with the pass coverage archetypes, they're not very good against the run and they have no pass rush ability. The 3 players I found, so the other thing with this, you need someone who's a 99 overall at this position to be able to get Lurker on them if they're run stopper archetype. So if you can't find that, guys, I would just put 2 middle linebackers, get, you know, Luke Kuechly and Harry Carson, something like that. But if you have a little more coins, you want to get one of the run stoppers, there's Carl Banks, there's Jack Ham, and Daryl Taylor. But for Banks and Taylor, you have to power them up. They're 98 overall. You have to power them up to 99. Then we can get Lurker on them. So Carl Banks is 240. Jack Ham is 332. Jack Ham looks really, really good. He's new. And then Daryl Taylor is 378. So those are the 2 kind of key positions on this defense, guys. Put lurker on both these spots. That's going to allow these players to, jump up, make more athletic plays on the ball in pass cut. Then we're just going to quickly rip through everyone else, guys. So Derwin James is going to be our user. You guys can use her whoever you want, get speed, athleticism, tall, and I like to throw acrobat on this player. Now, we want to sub safeties in at these 2 linebacker spots, guys. It's going to be 3 AP to put acrobat on our user if we're using a safety, but I think it is well worth it. Give you a ton of range and just ability to play the football, and we always want to use her this left of screen middle linebacker, not the other linebacker, guys. This is just going to help with our blitzes, help in our pass coverage, and all your adjustments will be the same as mine. Then at this spot, guys, we have Marlon Humphrey. Once again, we have acrobat on this player. That is going to be 2 AP because he's a corner. So basically, guys, I want to play corners on the field whenever I can because we can get acrobat on them for 1 less AP. So I have 2 safeties on the field, and then we have 5 corners. So get more corners on the field, put safeties at your 2 linebacker spots, try to get 5 corners. So Marlon Humphrey, really good all-around corner, 99 overall, plays the run really well, and we throw acrobat on this player. Then, guys, I like to also throw acrobat on my outside corner here. I really like this in our cover 2 defense to have acrobat on this player. I find people like to throw the ball to the right quite a bit. This is going to give us a ton of range in, that deeper flat defender, going to give us a ton of range when they try to throw over his head or he's going to make breaks on the football. So I like to throw acrobat on this player. Once again, guys, acrobat on this player as well. I really like to, when I'm playing my cover 3 defense, to have acrobat on this player because he's going to be our free safety. He's going to be our middle safety in the middle of our defense. And when people try to test the seams, try to test us deep, this is just going to help give them some more range, make plays on the football, diving interceptions, diving swap. Okay, guys, and then our 2 interior players, I have Richard Seymour in this spot, and I have run stop run him. This is just going to give us shed attempts or free on run plays, just going to help us get a little more glitchy with the shed attempts. Just help us in the run game a little bit. At both these spots, I like to get, a bit bigger players. So I have Richard Seymour here, going to play the run really well. Still decent speed, still a good pass rusher, but going to play the run very well. And then right here, guys, we have inside stuff for 2 AP on Calais Campbell. Once again, a run stopper, really big, going to be very physical on the inside, still good pass rush, still decent speed, but really these 2 players we are relying on to shut down the run and let our user and other safeties, other secondaries players make other plays in the run game because these 2 are really absorbing blocks. And then at some of our other positions, guys, right here I have Ed Reed. Basically get another really good safety, really rangy, just a really all-around good player, but we are playing a safety at this spot. And then right here, guys, I am playing Nnamdi Osmua. Once again, I like to play a corner at this spot just because if I do want to throw acrobat on him, just makes it a little easier. But if you want to, play a safety at your strong safety, that is totally fine. And then right here, guys, we are using Deion Sanders. Once again, get a really rangy, fast cornerback. That is what I like. So Deion and Antonio Cromartie on the outside do a very good job for me. All right, guys, that is it. That is the intro video to nickel normal. Really excited to bring you guys this defense. I mean, there's going to be a ton of fun plays out of this. Once again, really good blitzes, lots of good pass coverage, a run D, a red zone D. If you guys like what you've seen here and this is your first time on the channel, definitely leave a like on this video. It helps a ton. Sub to the channel. Make sure you guys go follow all those links down in the description, especially that Discord server, guys. Just gonna make it right now. So if you guys have any comments on other channels you want me to add in that Discord server too, I think it'll be a really cool place. Just make a good community. And once again, guys, I stream every Saturday night, so come in, say hi. The last stream went really well. Thank you guys to everyone who showed up. And then the next video in this scheme, guys, will be my cover 2 pass defense. That will be dropping on Tuesday, so stay on the lookout for that. Definitely leave a like on this video. Once again, guys, nickel normal, multiple D playbook. I am King Reggie, and I am out.